Hello guys, Board Game Hero here, and today we are going to do some painting. And today we are going to paint Corvux, the Shaman Lord. He is a mercenary from the Hate board game, and this is him on the right side. And this is his background. It is whispered that Corvux was one of those responsible for binding the Earth Mother, and that's the main character. I think that's Mother Earth. Anyway, he's a very powerful mercenary if you hire him, or if you were able to hire him. He will just kill all your enemies that's near a tree in the battlefield. So it's very powerful. As you can see, the miniature will have just a black clothing, and will have his two minions here. So this is gonna be a simple paint, and maybe the skin will be a challenge on how to make it pale, but we're gonna do it. It's not that hard. Okay, so I think it's time to move on to the table. Let me remove this share. Okay, so this is the table setup again. We have an overhead view and the camera to the right, and this is the miniature. Again, cool minis are not quality. This is very detailed. Every let me zoom in there. As you can see there, every feather in this cloak is very detailed. As you can see it there, the wrinkles on his face. This is a very nice miniature. Anyway, let's go ahead. I prepared the color here. We have skin color here. I don't think that's pale enough. We can add white to that. Maybe let's add bone white to it. Right, this is a very dirty color palette. Excuse that. I'm using a large paintbrush here. Let me change to my standard size one. Okay, let's do the inner clothing. That's gonna be Kygor Brown, which is this one. I mixed it with Dark Oath Flesh, so it's gonna be a little lighter than the outer clothing, which is the Black Templar. Okay, so that's the inner clothing. Then the rest will be black. That's very simple. Let's switch to the larger brush. So this is the larger brush. I mixed this Black Templar with Kygor Brown, so it's not fully black. Sometimes I'm lazy to switch brush, so I just use the larger brush to paint some parts. But for this one, I'm gonna switch to a smaller one. Okay, so now that we have the basic parts painted, let's color the skin of those minions. I think we need to make the skin a little more pale. So let's do that now. We have white here. I'm not really a professional miniature painter, so my techniques are not that smooth, but it works for the table, so I don't really mind. So let's give it some time to dry. I guess that's dry enough, so we can focus on the minions. First, let's paint their mask strap. I don't know if you can see it, but the straps will be black. I'm using my smallest paintbrush. Then later we will paint this with silver. Well, if you're looking for a professional painter, miniature painter, I would recommend Sorastro. It's like one of the best out there. Okay, so now we have the masks of these minions. While it is drying, let's do the base. Since the base is just color black, you can just use this reuse. This should be just an easy miniature to paint. The problem here is the waiting game. Okay, so let's go and add some silver color there and just be done with this. So first is this, what you call this one, I don't know, bracelets. Then the mask. For the wash, we're gonna use Reichland Flesh Shade, and maybe we can mix that with non-oil to have a little bit of a dark pale effect. But I'm not sure, I'm just experimenting. Then maybe one drop of non-oil. See how it goes. Then for the rest, let's just use this for the clothes as well. It's just brown, you know. Then for the rest, let's use non-oil. Okay, so let's just wait for it to dry. And then we can add some dry brush for this.